Shoutout, so welcome back to another video. Today, what I've got for you is a massive video. I'm bringing you my final EFL League One table predictions. With 10 games to go in the season, things are really heating up, both at the top and at the bottom of League One, as they always do. And with the Seasiders 5th in the league in the promotion picture, I thought it was only right that I'd bring you guys a video discussing what I think is going to happen at the end of the season. Now, just before we do get into this video, if you do enjoy, smash that like, comment down below, subscribe to the channel if you do, and let's get into what's going to be happening today. I've taken multiple factors into account for this prediction. I've gone and predicted what I think is going to happen, just solely off the base of the teams and my knowledge of football. And I've also gone on a table calculator and looked at all the remaining results of the last 10 games for each team, predicted all the outcomes that I think are going to happen, and then got a conclusion at the end of that. Throughout that prediction of results, I did go for a few upsets, a few, draws, like, say, teams dropping points, like a Blackpool 1, Shrewsbury 1, for example, but then Blackpool beating a team like Lincoln. So I've gone for, not just wins for every team that you think would win, because that never happens in League One. And I also have taken into account that, form is going to be, it could be a completely different thing in 5 games. Blackpool could start losing loads, and then we suddenly could start winning. And I'm going to leave the whole table on screen at the end, but we're going to be focusing on 2 areas for now: the relegation zone and the all-important playoffs. Thing before we jump into this video, shout out to Jamsani Joel. You can see his channel here, and link will be in the description for this video idea. I saw he recorded one today at the time of recording this, and I was dying to get my own prediction out for you guys. Go check out his prediction in the description below if you haven't already, and see where he thinks your side's going to finish. Top lad, quality YouTuber, one of my favourite out there. Definitely go give him a watch. So guys, as you can see, we've got the real table versus my relegation zone. There it is, starting off in 24th place with Rochdale. They are currently sat bottom of the League One table right now with 8 to 9 games to go, and I think it's going to stay that way, to be honest with you guys. They're adrift, they're at the bottom. They can't stop conceding goals. I just think there's no hope for Rochdale, especially looking at their remaining fixtures against some really tough sides. I think the Dale are going down. Just above them, we've got a side that currently sit outside of the relegation zone in Northampton Town, who I think are unfortunately going to sink and drop in. They've got a real problem with scoring goals this season. No clinical strikers, just lack consistency in all areas of the pitch. Conceded plenty of goals themselves, like to concede towards the start of games. I think Northampton, with a difficult run coming towards the end of the season, are dropping into that relegation zone and they're going straight back down to League 2. I'd love to see the Cobblers stay up. They're a great club, but I just can't see it happening, unfortunately. In 22nd, I think it's going to be finally the year that AFC Wimbledon drop down to League 2. Every single season for the past few years, the Dons have scraped it by the skin of their teeth when everyone wrote them off. But I think finally this year is going to be the year the Dons drop down. They do have a consistent goal scorer in Joe Pigott, but I think he won't be enough to get them over the line. Can see the Dons staying up, especially with the likes of Ben Hennigan at the back, experienced centre-back. But with some tough fixtures for the Dons towards the end of the season, I can only see them dropping down into the 4th tier of English football. If we go and have a look at that final relegation spot, I have got Bristol Rovers staying up on goal difference with Swindon Town dropping back down to League 2. Imagine the scenes for Joey Barton's men if this happened. And I think Barton's going to be capable of keeping this Rovers side up. They deserve to be nowhere near that relegation zone. They're a quality club, quality team, but it's not about that. It's about who can perform during the season. And Bristol Rovers certainly haven't performed this season. But I think Barton coming in, he's going to have enough to, keep them up. He's instilled a mentality, a passion, a community feel into this Rovers side. And I feel like it's going to be enough to keep them up. They've got some quality players compared to the likes of Swindon. And I just think Rovers are going to have enough to get over the line and send the Robins down, who look hopeless, if I'm honest with you. So there we have my relegation zone. Rochdale finishing bottom, Northampton and Wimbledon also going down, and Swindon being relegated on goal difference, with Bristol Rovers staying up. The main shocks might be that I have got Wigan Athletic staying up in 19th. I think Wigan have just got that extra bit of quality to stay in this division. They've suffered heavy defeats this year, 5-0 to the likes of Blackpool, even Rochdale. But I just think that Wigan will have enough to get over the line and start rebuilding again next season with the new takeover. I think they're just going to be able to scrape survival in League One with the remaining fixtures and stay up. Like I say, guys, I will show the full table at the end if you guys want to see where your club finished. It's probably the part that you guys have all been waiting for. The promotion positions. It's so tight at the top of League One, just as tight as it is at the bottom. But I'm going to be leaving the real top 6 versus my top 6 prediction based on fixtures remaining. We're going to start with just the top 2. Now, this one was a no-brainer for me. The top 2 that I predicted before calculated results and the one that was predicted after I calculated results was the exact same in the exact same order. So I'm going to leave that on screen now. The current top 2, and here's my predicted top 2. And as you guys can see, Hull City are not in there. It's Peterborough United to win the league and Sunderland to finish second, with Hull finishing third. It's going to be so tight. Hull City just missing out by about 3 or 4 points. It's so hard to predict this. Anyone can get this wrong. I just think Peterborough, for me, on paper, they've got the best team in the league. I think they are the best side in the division, Peterborough, if I'm honest with you. Despite sitting third now, both Peterborough and Sunderland have a game in hand on Hull, which is going to be crucial. Hull coming up against some tough sides before the end of the season as well. They have held their own at the top of the division for a long time, but I think they'll just slip out into playoff heartbreak. And it's going to be Sunderland second, I think. And I think that the Black Cats are going to continue their fantastic run and achieve automatic promotion back to the Championship, with Hull finishing third. Now, going on to the rest of the playoffs. If we look at the real-life playoffs at the minute, this is how it is standing. And now we're going to look at my predicted playoff finish, with Hull City in third, my team Blackpool finishing fourth, Portsmouth fifth, and Ipswich Town coming in at sixth, which might be a surprise to you guys. Now, when I did my prediction, I actually had Lincoln or Charlton 6th. I think it was Charlton. But then, having predicted the fixtures individually, I've noticed that Charlton have got a hard game near enough every week. Now, no one's to say that they can't win all of those, but I just think with the fixtures remaining, Ipswich Town are going to sneak in there into that last playoff spot and just narrowly chip it away from Lincoln City. It's the Oxfords and Doncasters that are just missing out here, as you can see, and the Charltons and Gillinghams are below them, if you're wondering where they are. It's going to be so tight, the playoff race. It's so hard to call. The top 3 is definitely going to consist of Peterborough, Sunderland and Hull. I just think they're away from everyone at this point, but the playoffs is anyone's race. I don't see why the Gillinghams and Charltons, Oxfords, anyone could sneak in, Doncaster, but this is my prediction. I think, surprisingly, it's going to be Ipswich Town to sneak that last playoff place. Now, that is my table prediction. I'm going to leave the full table on screen now whilst I'm talking if you guys want to have a look at it. The rest of it is just, mid-table sides, and this is all based on the results I've calculated, so not really just my opinion beforehand. This is the calculated results table. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. What do you think I've got wrong and what do you think I've got right? I'd love to hear your feedback. It's going to be such a tight end to the League One playoff race and relegation survival fight. It's going to be so tight. But I think this is what's going to happen. I think Peterborough and Sunderland to go automatically. Hull, Blackpool, Portsmouth and Ipswich to finish in the playoffs. Hull will play Ipswich and Blackpool play Portsmouth. And I've got Rochdale, Wimbledon, Swindon and Northampton to be relegated down to League 2. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you've enjoyed, smash that like, comment down below, subscribe to the channel if you're new. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.